Take a look at this majestic Asian black bear. With its sleek fur and distinctive white V-shaped chest mark, it might look like just another bear, but don't be fooled. This creature is a forest superhero in disguise. As we zoom out, you'll see the complex web of life in the forest, with the bear at its center. Are you ready to explore how this single species can impact an entire ecosystem? In this video, we're going on an epic wildlife adventure across Asia. We'll journey from the dense tropical jungles where sun bears roam to expansive northern forests home to brown bears. Along the way, we'll uncover the secret life of the Asian black bear and its crucial role in maintaining the delicate balance of these diverse ecosystems. Visualize an Asian black bear climbing a very tall tree with ease, its strong claws gripping the bark as it goes. This isn't just a fun climb, it's a key survival strategy. The fact that these bears spend half their lives in trees make them nature's acrobats. But why stay up so long? For one thing, living in trees gives them a big advantage when it comes to finding food. Animals that live on the ground can't get to the fruits, nuts, and even insects that they can see from their high perches. This variety of foods isn't just to satisfy their hunger, it's also a key part of their ability to adapt. Asian black bears can change what they eat based on the seasons because they're opportunistic omnivores. As the forest floor slowly wakes up from winter, these bears go to the treetops to eat bugs in the spring. They eat a lot of fruits and berries in the summer to get ready for the months when they won't be able to afford as many. Because of this, they can do well in a lot of different environments, from tropical forests to cooler mountain areas. But bears climb for more reasons than just getting food. They're also a smart way to protect yourself. They are very quick and can quickly get to the safety of the canopy, where they're out of reach of most predators when danger's below. They've been able to avoid fights and save their energy for more important tasks, like changing the shape of the forest itself. By doing this, you might be wondering how a bear's habit of climbing could affect an entire ecosystem. Now things really start to get interesting. When these bears move through the treetops, they're not just looking around, they're building their environment. As Asian black bears look for food, they often break branches to get to the tasty bits. At first glance, this may look like it'd be bad, but scientists say it actually makes bear shelves, which are platforms in the trees that act as nature's own scaffolding. More sunlight can reach the lower levels of the forest through these holes in the canopy. This starts a chain reaction of growth and diversity. A lot of different kinds of plants can grow when there's more light on the forest floor. Sometimes, species that had a hard time in the thick shade can now do well. That's not all though. Studies have shown that areas with open canopies can't support as many fruiting species as areas with bear-made gaps in the trees. It's like the bears are planting their own food sources without meaning to. Researchers have found that Asian bears can clean up nature without being seen. They do an important job that keeps the forest they live in healthy and productive. These beautiful animals not only eat berries and climb trees, but they're also very good at scavenging. They eat dead animals that would otherwise rot and possibly spread diseases throughout the ecosystem. Picture a forest floor that is full of the bodies of animals that have already died naturally. Unless someone steps in, these dead animals would become homes for parasites and bacteria that are bad for people's health. The Asian bear, which cleans up after itself, is introduced. As these bears search for food in the underbrush, they come across these remains by accident and eat them. This gets rid of possible disease sources in the environment. But the bears' cleanup duties don't stop there. Their foraging behavior goes beyond just eating. It's a full-body workout that has surprising benefits for the forest. As they search for food, Asian bears often overturn decomposing logs and dig through the forest floor. This might look like destruction, but it's actually a crucial part of nutrient cycling in the ecosystem. When bears flip over logs or dig into the soil, they're inadvertently aerating it, allowing oxygen to penetrate deeper layers. This process speeds up decomposition and helps recycle nutrients back into the soil, creating a richer environment for new plant growth. It's like they're tilling the forest garden. preparing it for the next generation of trees and plants. Their role as seed dispersers is equally important. As Asian bears roam across vast territories in search of food, they consume a wide variety of fruits and berries. The seeds from these plants pass through the bear's digestive systems and are deposited far from their original locations, complete with a natural fertilizer. This process helps maintain genetic diversity in plant populations and can even help forests recover after disturbances. But perhaps one of the most fascinating aspects of Asian bears' forest maintenance is their impact on the canopy structure. Remember those bear shelves we mentioned earlier? Well, they're more than just convenient dining spots. By creating gaps in the forest canopy, bears are actually engineers of biodiversity. These openings allow sunlight to penetrate to the forest floor, creating patches of light that support a wider variety of plant species. Areas with bear-created gaps often show higher levels of plant diversity compared to areas with closed canopies. It's as if bears are cultivating their own diverse garden, ensuring a varied and resilient food supply for years to come. Asian bears are very important to the health of forests because they keep different kinds of plants and animals safe. Still, their future looks bleak. What are the forces that we can't see that want these forest architects? Are we almost done losing them for good? We all need to pay attention if we care about the future of the world's ecosystems. You might be surprised by the answer. The beautiful Asian black bears, which we call the unsung heroes of the forest, are fighting to stay alive. These forest guardians are very close to extinction, as shown by the fact that they're on the vulnerable list of the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN. But why are they being pushed so far? This first issue is one that everyone's aware of: habitat loss. A lot of trees are being cut down in forests so that people can farm, log, and build roads. These things are quickly ruining the places where Asian bears live and do well. What if you woke up one morning to find your house being torn down? Every day, these bears have to deal with that. But poaching is a much bigger danger that's just around the corner. Some Asian black bear parts, like the gallbladders and bile, are used in traditional medicine, so people kill them for those parts. Many bears are killed for their fur in illegal trade, which puts a lot of stress on bear populations. How can we help these fine people in the forest? Conservation work is already being done, and it's mostly based on three main ideas. The first is keeping habitats safe. By making protected areas bigger, we can keep the forests where bears live safe. Not only do bears benefit from these parks, but so do many other animals that depend on forests being healthy. To stop poaching is another very important part of the fight against illegal hunting. People who steal animals for fun are called poachers. To stop them, laws are made stricter and monitoring systems are made better. We need to do more than just catch the bad guys. We need to fix the issues that cause poaching, like people not having enough money or other ways to make a living. The third part of conservation efforts is getting people in the community involved. By working with local communities, conservationists hope to reduce problems between people and animals and encourage long-term ways to take care of land. It's thought that the well-being of people who live in areas where Asian bears live is linked to the well-being of the bears. A big part of these efforts are campaigns to teach and make people more aware. Let's show some people how important Asian bears are as a keystone species so they'll join the fight for wildlife protection. For the most part, protecting these bears means protecting the forests and all the species that live in and depend on them. But scientists and park rangers aren't the only ones who need to protect nature. Everyone needs to be a part of it. We can all do our part to protect Asian bears by giving money to groups that do this, living in a way that doesn't harm the bears, or just by talking about how amazing these animals are. So, what are your thoughts on Asian bears? Do let me know in the comments. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more updates. As we face the challenges of habitat loss and poaching, remember this: every bear saved is a forest preserved. These unsung guardians of our planet's health deserve our protection, respect, and admiration.